video is going to be up close and personal. Part of me thinks closer, but I think that will do. We'll go a little bit closer maybe when we get a little bit more in detail, like eyes and stuff, but I don't want to put anyone off their food. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having a really nice day. Finally, I'm getting around to doing my makeup routine, my everyday makeup routine slash every occasion makeup routine, because if you know me, you know I'm pretty basic. I don't really change things too much. So I've got my juice, got all my makeup laying around me. It's a big mess actually, but that's how I work with makeup. It's just kind of random. I will link everything I talk about in the description box as long as it's in stock. This is just stuff I like to use day to day. There is a big mix in here. Some drugstore, some high end. A lot of this is very kindly gifted and I'll try and reference that as well. But without further ado, let's do my face. I've literally gone out every day this week and done this makeup look. And I'm doing this tonight and I'm not going anywhere. But yeah, it's just, I know that I can take my time doing this and it's probably gonna mess up because I'm literally, every time I do it, it looks, well, I'll tell you what actually, here we go. It's gonna, how am I ever gonna do a to the point video and not waffle? Yeah, hang in there. Maybe 1% of you will last to the end of this video, but I did my makeup when I went to Dubai in about 7 minutes because we were rushing to get sunset pictures and we looked on the weather app and we literally had, I'm not joking, 7 minutes. It's the best my makeup's ever looked. So maybe at some point I'll do like a 5-minute makeup challenge and it will probably be better than the way this ends up looking, but we'll see. So I've just sprayed on Pink Drink, which is by Sunday Riley. I recently worked with Harrods Beauty. I don't know either, but honestly, such a pinch me moment. And I selected this as one of my products because I've heard it talked about so much and it is really, really nice. Gotta be honest, don't really know what it does, but it feels amazing, it smells amazing, and I like to put it on before my makeup and it does feel like it's doing something. It says that it's feminine resurfacing essence. There's a lot of wordy words on there, but I think it's good for you. It smells good, looks good. And yeah, this is not really necessary, but I just thought I'd show you every single step. Next up, I feel like I just use this because everyone else does, to be honest. I do like it, but I am quite an oily person. Obviously, the steps I do, you might have to adapt slightly. If you have super dry skin, this routine might not work well for you. Like I just said, I am an oily girl. I'm literally like butter. So to be honest, probably doesn't make sense that I use this, but like I said, I fall into traps. I actually got this when I saw Madison Sarah raving about it, and it's lovely. It's super thick, super thick. I see people wear this literally on its own, and they look like a glazed dough. Oh, it does look really, really nice. I just don't think I've got the balls to go out and just wear this one. Would I? Nah, like I said, I'm literally like a bowl of butter, so I would look like someone has got their hose out and sprayed me, like, so maybe I wouldn't just use this, but this is a great product. I highly recommend you get it and try it because it's so affordable as well, and you can get a mini one, and I'm sat out of breath. And also I heard recently that you can get a more lightweight version. So this is the Skin Food Rich Intensive Skin Care Welder Body Face, but it's super duper thick. It's so thick and you really have to like pump it into the skin. Pump, that's not the word I was looking for. Mold it, protrude it, you know, like massage it into the skin. And yeah, like I said, it's stunning. It smells a bit funky, but super organic and healthy and stuff. So then I go in with a primer. This is my favorite primer ever. I've tried quite a lot of primers, but yeah, this primer is YSL. I used to use it about 3-4 years ago. You can get it on Fantastic. You might be able to use my discount code on it. I'm not sure, don't hold me against it, but anything you do get from Look Fantastic, this is not an ad, none of this is sponsored, but if I can think of any of my discount codes, I'll let you know. So Sydney LF saves you like 20% on most products. exclusions apply. But I love this so much. I have honestly gone back to this so many times. I do feel like it really minimizes them pores, and also I get it right up to my lower lash line, because when my concealer ends up going on eventually, I do feel like it really prevents creasing and all that icky stuff, you know. So that is stunning, and I do feel like, even though it's obviously YSL, so it's going to be a little bit more pricey than the average thing, it's lasted me a really, really long time. I don't think I've got a new one of these in probably a year, you know. It's quite a big bottle. So obviously by this point we've used 3 products and we look no different. But now we're going to start getting into the good stuff, because this is where my makeup routine has changed drastically. I used to only ever use MAC Face and Body, which I have here because I still sometimes grab for it. It is something that I'll always end up going back to. I really enjoy this on holiday because it's so lightweight and it's buildable. But this has changed my life, and this is not the right shade. Wow, it's such a good time. It's such a good time. And I know it's so hard nowadays to go online and see, like, oh, what do I believe? Like, there's so many products being recommended, like everything is the best. But this is really, really good. And I don't think I've ever worked with Charlotte Tilbury, so I've literally, like, I'm not being paid to say this. It's so good. And I did kindly get sent this. Little fun fact, when I had my first 48-49 shoot for my brand, like last autumn, one of my really good old friends, Sophia, who I grew up with, she is incredible. She's one of Charlotte Tilbury's senior pro makeup artists, like the global. She's the best of the best. And she come and done my shoot. She done the makeup for my models, and my models had this on. And it was top secret, weren't allowed to say anything because obviously it was like under embargo, no one could know about this product. And I was so excited to get my hands on it. So I actually go between 6 and 8, which sounds a bit funny. I probably should just go for 7, but they're the 2 I've got at the moment. And I've still got a tiny tinge of colour from Dubai, so I'm going to stick with 8 right now. My neck's probably going to end up looking super duper pale, but don't worry, I'll fix it with some bronzer. This is just so nice. If you like a lightweight foundation, even if you like medium weight, I'd say, because you can definitely build it. Just natural skin looking makeup. This is so good, so worth it. Since I got it, I've not used it. It's a bit dramatic, don't wanna die this way. Right. I think that's all blended out. I'm just using a NYX. Lol, this is where you can see I'm not a makeup artist. Did I need to say that in the beginning? Disclaimer, I'm not a makeup artist, but this is the stuff that works for me. This is just a NYX little brush. If I can specifically tell you what brushes I'm using, I will do. And then I like to go in with a beauty blender because I just love super natural makeup. I'm going to turn this light off really quickly just so you can see. Just one light. But can you just see that foundation and how beautiful it is? So if I was on holiday right now, or just having a really minimal day look, I probably would just put this on, brush through my brows, put on some lip balm and be good to go. That's how much I love this and how it looks just like your skin but better. Here we go. That is the foundation. I love it. It's the best. Then next up, I go into concealer. I like to put a little bit of a colour corrector. This is the Radiant Creamy Colour Corrector by NARS, and this is in the shade Light. Colour corrector is one of them things, you could probably miss them out your routine and it probably won't make the biggest difference. I do feel like dark circles are seen by the owner, as in I've pointed out my dark circles before and people have been like, what? I would have never ever looked at you and thought, God, she's got dark circles. And I was like, oh, that's so polite, but liar. Yeah, I think that just kind of like mentally helps me putting on a colour corrector, because I'm like, wow, that looks so much better. But did it make a difference? You tell me. Next up for concealer, I love the HMB Cosmetics concealer. This is the Soft Focus Airbrush. It's true what they say, it is phenomenal. She's absolutely smashed it. This is in the shade SF 2W. It's just, it is literally like magic. I literally use a really minimal amount, by the way. Like the rest of my makeup, I don't put loads on. I don't know what it is. I just think I've never liked a lot of makeup on my skin. Maybe because I've got quite deep pores. I'm starting off with just my under eyes for now, but it just blends so beautifully. Okay, I've just zoomed you in a little bit more, but I hope you can see that with the YSL primer and the HMB concealer, it is literally flawless under my eyes right now. Even if I do say so myself, not a line or pore inside, well, the tiniest little line, because your girl's getting old, about to be 25. Let's not even talk about it right now, okay? It's just such a beautiful concealer, and you can really keep it lightweight, like how I like it, or you can build it and have it a little bit more full coverage, but this concealer for me, the best. I'm really quickly just going to use the darker shade to conceal the rest of the places that I conceal, so like around my nose, forehead, tiny bit on my chin, and any blemishes. Oh, starting to get a couple of hormonal spots there. Rude. Right, so whilst there's a little bit of concealer down the bridge of my nose, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand in the shade... Okay, I don't think there's a shade. I'm going to contour my cheekbones, my nose slightly, but I'm literally awful at nose contour. Like, it's actually ridiculous how bad I am. And I just blend that out with the same beauty blender. I also go around my forehead, under my jawline, and by this point my beauty blender's had so many things on it that everything just kind of mixes together. Also put a little bit of contour on my eyelids. I put way too much on, but never fear. Little tip, if you're like me and you are rubbish at eyeshadow, put some contour or bronzer through your crease and just drag it up to the end of your eyebrow, and honestly, you're pretty much Makeup by Mario. Another product that I absolutely love, as you can see, is an absolute mess, is this Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Duo palette. And this is a highlight colour, and then this is a contour colour. I've just recently got a new one because this one's getting a little bit messy, but it's just the most beautiful. You'll see I'm a little bit hooked with making myself look super bronzy and glowy, but this is the most beautiful cream contour. I first saw this when Hailey Bieber, when she was Hailey Baldwin, used this in, I think, like a Vogue makeup video. And since then I've seen so many other celebrities like Madison Beer and I think like Shay Mitchell, and everyone raves about this, and it is so worth it. Again, it's a bit like the YSL primer, it's a little bit spinny, but I've had this a really long time. I've only just got a new one. I didn't really need a new one, but it's just because the bronzer ends up going in the highlight, and it's got a little bit messy, so I just got a new one. But if you want to treat yourself or put some products on a birthday or Christmas list, then this is a really good one. Again, back in with a beauty blender, and this is where I'm at so far. So now I'm going to get some powder because I'm feeling super shiny here and here. And like I said, I'm like butter. I'm just so oily. So I'm going in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is my favourite powder ever. It is honestly just unbeatable. I use the tiniest amount because I go back in with it quite a lot. So I dip in and then I use the lid to like pound the excess, and then I just go under my eyes. I almost do like a triangle because I'm still going to go back in here in a second with some more cream products, and right up under my eye. Or I could blow it and get it all over my rug, whatever I fancy, you know. This just, oh, it just, I don't know, it's just the best. I'm just going to show you the difference in my forehead. Ready? I hope you can see. I feel like you can't because my head's so shiny because of the reflection of the light, but it just soaks up all the oil. Like, don't get me wrong, this doesn't last all night, but as long as I take a sponge or some powder out with me, I'm good to go. But it is just, I honestly don't know what I do about this product. I do not know what I do about powder. At this stage, I also like to get quite a bit on my beauty blender and then carve out my contour. So just underneath, I like to do a line like so. And then, to be honest, I leave that there until the very end, and by the time I'm done, most of the excess has fallen off and it just looks like you've got super carved out cheekbones. But that's quite a vital step actually. Can you see how much that's like brought out the contour? Obviously I will blend it in a bit, but really good. Also, I've got really oily eyelids. This step you can miss out unless you've got super long eyelashes like me, but I put some powder, just leftovers from the beauty blender, onto my lids because I have super long eyelashes, and when I put my mascara on, I always end up getting mascara on my lids. It's so annoying. I'm going to turn my mirror light off for a bit and I'm going to use a little handheld mirror. Okay, now I'm up to the stage where I kind of mix it up, and I never really have a set order. But right now, I have the urge to do my eyebrows, which, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't do loads to my eyebrows. I'm quite fortunate where I've got quite bushy brows and I've always kept my shape up. But I quite like the messy brow look, so luckily I can be quite quick and messy with them. You know when people are like, I've done my brows off camera because they take so long and I don't want to bore you. I'm like, what? I don't think I've ever spent longer than a minute on my eyebrows, but maybe it's just because I'm a mess. So I just used Gimme Brow by Benefit, and that's in the shade 3. Recently I've been really liking this product. It's called Tattoo Brow by Maybelline. It's a double-ended product where there's like a wax here and then there's a brush on the other end, but the wax is like a colour. So I go over the shape of my eyebrows. Again, super messy. This might not work for everyone if you've got quite thin brows, but if you've got thick brows like me, try this out because it's quite cool. Where it adds some colour, which the Gimme Brow does as well. And where you've made it quite messy, when you brush through, it sticks the brow hairs in place because it's a wax, but then it also separates the product a little bit when you use the brush, so it's not super like clunky and like you've literally got a Sharpie onto your brows. I hope that makes sense. But that is my brows pretty much done. I'm gonna go in right now with the 24-hour brow setter, and that is it. I mean, brows are sisters, not twins. They can look a little bit different, guys. Don't you worry about it. Can't really see because I've turned my mirror light off, but I feel like they look okay. I've got very big brows, and Jess Hunt makes me love big brows so much. I know they're not for everyone. They're a little bit Marmite. I've had many people tell me or write about me that my brows are way too big, but I love them and I get complimented way more on my brows than I get slated for my brows. So the big brows are staying. I feel like it's coming together really nicely. As you can see, it's still super natural, really bronzy, dewy. Even though I've put powder on, I still feel like I look nice and luminous. Is that a word? So now I go in with my blush. I'm using the Glowgasm Beauty Wand by Charlotte Tilbury. Since I've got into the Charlotte Tilbury foundation, I've given Charlotte Tilbury products a lot more time. I've used a lot of these before, but I really have found a new love for Charlotte Tilbury more so recently. I've always been able to appreciate the products, but now I just seem to have this like crazy obsession, and yeah, they're a good time. Like this, for example, this is in the shade Pinkgasm, by the way. I have Peachgasm as well, but I prefer this pink one right now. I go between peachy and pinks, but right now this is my fave, and look at that. That's just the Pinkgasm. There's no highlight on there, which I'm going to go in with in a bit though. It's just so pretty. This is the product that Madison Beer spoke about on one of her YouTube makeup videos. I don't know if it was Allure or Vogue, but it like sold out for ages. And the contour wand, the one that I use as well. She didn't lie. She didn't lie. I'm using this for a mirror right now, but I've just realised I should actually go in with it. This is, again, Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer, and this is in the shade 3. This is actually quite dark, so I have to be very light with it. I could probably do with number 2 right now, but this is so nice on holiday, this colour. And by this point, my powder that I put here has sunk in quite a nice amount, so I'm quite light with it, and that's going to kind of disperse that line and not make it so heavy and intense. Not that it was that intense. And then I kind of just dot it everywhere a little bit more on my eyes that I did earlier with the contour. Don't have to be neat with bronzer at all, because you're basically making it look like you've got a suntan. And if you're like me and you get pigment, then your face doesn't care which part's darker, to be honest. Oh my god, I've never seen that before. My camera was like overheating, so I had to turn it off for a sec. But I'm back, and it looks like we're all good. So I'm going in with a powder blush now. This is Vive Cherub. So this is Jamie Genevieve's makeup brand, and the products are insane. Look at this blush. It's so freaking pretty. It's so pigmented as well, so I feel like this blush I will literally have for years, because I touch it like that, and that is probably way too much, to be honest. But and then a little bit on my nose. You know what the hell, through the lid. I just like to put blush everywhere. I feel like it just blend your makeup in really nicely. Okay, so I may as well finish this part of my face. So I'm gonna go in with the Refi highlight. This is gorge. I'm sure you've seen this everywhere online. Again, a little goes a long way. If you've not seen it before, it's just like a gel highlight kind of thing. I'll show you. Oh! And just dab it on my cheekbones. You see that? And with the blush from Charlotte Tilbury, you will just look like a beautiful glazed donut. And I know I said that earlier, and it was like more of a negative term to a glazed donut, but this is a good glazed donut. This is a glazed donut that you want to eat. And oh, you can literally bathe in this. It's so nice. You can put this everywhere. Put it under your eyebrow bone. I just feel like this is just phenomenal. It's such a nice product. Okay, so it's finally time to go on to my favourite step of all, and this step is mainly used for when I go out in the evening. I don't use this day to day. So this so far I would use for a daytime look, and then I'd probably just go into my mascara and eyeliner. But I'm going to show you right now the breathtaking product that has just made me so excited for life all over again. And this is the By Mario Master Crystal Reflector. You've probably seen me talk about this, whether it was in my Mexico vlog, my Dubai vlog, or if you follow me on Instagram. It is just stunning. And I can't lie, last time I looked, it was out of stock. I will link it anyway, just in case it is back in stock, or if you want to keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. So I put it on my finger, and literally tap it onto my eyelid. That's all you do. That's literally all you do. And you can go to town with it. You can literally go loads, little bit, whatever you fancy right now. I don't think I've ever put the same amount on. I just feel like, I saw someone on TikTok actually use this, and they went all over the lid like this, and then they went like up the center to the eyebrow, and I feel like it just reflects really, really nicely. So what the hell, let's do it. You see what I mean? I hope that picks up nicely. It's just the most stunning, rich, like as in wealthy, I feel like it just looks rich, like product. I just, and you know what? Let's put a little tiny bit because why not, into, well, this is a lot, into the Refi highlight, because why not? Why not? Why not? Ah! Are you winding me up? The dedication right now, by the way. So, when someone goes to take a flash photo of you, look, I hope you can see. You can see that a little bit better, I think. It is just the most beautiful glitter, but subtle glitter. It's not like an in-your-face glitter, like a chunky, chalky glitter. Wow. Under this light, without my ring light, you can see that this is just such a nice... Oh! I can really see the glittery eyes down here in my mirror. It looks phenomenal. Honestly, so good. We're nearly done, I promise. I start to speed up here because these are steps that I haven't changed in a really long time. So now it's time to go in with mascara. My two favourites ever are the Giorgio Armani Eccentrico. This is an OG. I've used this for years. It's so good. And also the Maybelline Curl Bounce, which is more of a recent one, but one I've been loving. It's so good at like lengthening your lashes. This mascara is of course very affordable as well. If you're new here, you might not know that I'm not an eyelash girl, as in I don't wear fake lashes, and that's okay. Some of us have got to stick to the natural lash. Honestly, no hate. I wish I suited them, I just don't. I think I've got quite small eyes, so when I put on a fake lash, it looks super heavy. So can you see the difference? This is the Maybelline, nothing. It's just a really nice mascara. It's so easy to put on. And then my holy grail, really weird order I know, is my eyeliner. I feel like it's the one step of my routine that makes me me, weirdly enough. I don't feel myself when I've not got my eyeliner on, and this is my favourite eyeliner ever. This is from Benefit. This is the roller liner. I mainly use black. Okay, so I can't lie, I'm oddly good at eyeliner. I'm quite quick at it. I will try and do it slowly to show you, but there's not really a massive knack. It's years of practice. So I drag out a line from the end. To be honest, I could just stop there, but I do like quite a bold liner. Right, I've just finished my eyeliner. Let me know if you want me to break down eyeliner properly at some point. I do think it's something that comes over time. Practice makes perfect. Everyone likes eyeliner different. I like to just have like a half wing. I like my wings quite big. I will have a massive wing on my wedding day. It's not for everyone, but I just think it really just opens up my eyes and it suits my face. Ladies and gentlemen, we are up to the final step, the lips. I'm pretty sure that's the final step. So I overline my lips a fair bit and I use a deep brownie nude. I've got like 3 shades that I love. So the one I'm going to go for today is the Huda Beauty Lip Contour 2.0 in Pinky Brown. I love Strip Down by MAC and Sweet Tea by Morphe. They're my favourites. But this is the one I'm going to use for now. I really like the Huda Beauty ones you can roll up and you don't need to have a sharpener. Lips is another step for me that just ties the look together. I just think you look complete. And I'm just... oh, I just love lip liner. I was saying to someone the other day, I can't remember the last time I used a lipstick, just because liner and gloss is just absolutely everything. And then the best stage of all, gloss. So this is my holy grail. This is what I use all the time. It's the Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb. The best ever. But recently I've been loving CC's Hot Ombre Baby Girl, and it's kind of like a iridescent kind of colour. I'm going to use it right now so I can show you. It's just so pretty. It's actually got little specks of like sparkly pink in, which surprises me that I like it, but it's just so extra. And this line is quite pinky, so these go really nice together. Oh wow, I love gloss so much. And finally, I like to go in with the MAC Fix Plus, and I literally go about 8 miles away with my arm and just spray, wave, let it all sink in. Then I pinky swear, last step. Back in with the powder, tiny bit. And this step is just for my oily queens. We're gonna go back right in to this little section here. You don't want to go too far out because that's going to get rid of that glow that we get here. So just literally here where you get your big pores, and then in the middle of your eyebrows and your forehead. And that's just going to absorb all that excess oil, because I'm telling you, just sitting here doing my makeup, I'm getting oily, I just know it. And then I just kind of go around the rest of my face, to be honest, because like I said, oily buttery queen, but you know, it happens to the best of us. And then there we have it. So once you sprayed the Fix Plus, obviously it's making you a little bit more dewy and glowy, so going back in with the powder straight after is just making sure you're nice and matte in them areas that you want to be matte. Okay, random as hell, my camera just died and I had to wait 10 minutes for it to charge back up. So I just waved my hair. I have not waved my hair in, I want to say like a year and a half. Since I've had shorter hair, which I've had short hair for a really long time now. And I don't know how I feel about it being short. I need to really like straighten and flatten the root, but I literally just did it because I was waiting for the camera to charge. Like it's literally like 9:30 in the evening. So I'm not going anywhere, but just thought why not make a little bit of effort and show you a whole finished look. So I've just mermaid waved my hair with the Beauty Wax waver. This literally used to be like my signature look when I had my really long hair. So it's very nostalgic to have this hair back right now. Let's do one more final close-up of my makeup. I'm really, really happy with how it's gone. It's so minimal, but also super classic and glam. Please let me know in the comments and let me know if you try out this look. I say look, it's literally just the only look I've got in my locker, to be honest. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you picked up some tips and tricks and new product ideas for things that you want to get and try out soon. Like I said, I'll link everything in the description box. Sending you all so much love. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!